Tromml really came out of my experiences working with e-commerce sellers in the auto part industry. It's an industry I'd stumbled into at a prior company, and one that I very quickly fell in love with, because not only did it have a lot of amazing people in the industry, but I also saw that it being an industry that was really in a lot of change. And for me, being able to be a change agent in an industry that is evolving, maturing, going through all these transformations was really powerful and really interesting. And so I kind of got lost in that story of it. It was becoming really apparent in 2021, 2022 that profitability was really the key to survival. And because there's so much data in the automotive industry, we're selling on all the different channels, there's tens or hundreds of thousands of SKUs being listed at any time. And with such fluctuating pricing happening because of supply chain disruption and shipping fees, there was just this low level of profitability that was just giving people no buffer room to be successful. And the companies that I did see that were really thriving were those who had mastered this and had figured this out. And again, these were very few and far between, because even if you have a dashboard that shows you how you're performing and shows you profitability, it's not necessarily showing you where there's a profit leakage. It's not giving you an alert to an opportunity. And so it's still leaving them wondering what they can do better and what challenges they should be addressing. And without that, they're essentially spending half of their job trying to find what they might want to do. They are trying to find these issues, and that's just time wasted. And that's an issue around optimization that sellers can't tolerate in this environment. So Tromml really was inspired because I saw a lot of these mid-sized sellers, and this was happening again all the way up, where they were going out of business. And I saw seller after seller, friends of mine, declaring bankruptcy, shifting business models, completely retreating back. And these are real people with real lives that are being impacted by data. Like, the lack of visibility into their own business was killing them. And it kind of hurt, because I'm a child of a small business owner. My co-founder is also. And so that these are real human beings with real lives on the other end. And I know that every time they're having an emergency, a profit leak, sorting through this data, that's a chance that they're missing their kid's soccer game. That's a chance that they're not going to be able to go on that family vacation. And the human consequences for this, I think, are what gets me up in the morning. One of the coolest moments when launching Tromml is when we were working with one of our very first customers, and we were able to so quickly help them to understand what parts of their business were making money and which parts aren't. I remember early on that there was a pricing error that one of our clients had before they started working with us, and it cost them tens of thousands of dollars. And to be honest, almost put them out of business. But we were able to detect these issues right when they happened quite quickly. And certain times before we had our alerts automated, we'd pick up the phone, give them a call, and let them know so they could at least shut those orders down before they escalated. And I recognized then that our ability to surface these insights had so much impact. And it's not only the financial impact these companies' bottom line, but it is that peace of mind, knowing that these people can go on vacation and put their phone away because they know that we've got their back. So the name Tromml actually comes from the piece of equipment in gold mining that separates all the dirt from the little gold nuggets. And that's really what we are providing for sellers, is we're taking these mountains of dirt from all these disparate places and putting them into a centralized location so we can find what's important and deliver that at the right time to the right person. Because even if you do have this data available to you, finding that data, that becomes really critical. And I think about using that image of the gold mining is, instead of going through with a sifting pan, we're actually using a giant piece of equipment to filter and find these important insights. Tromml's vision as a company is to be more than just a profit monitoring tool for auto part sellers. That is our bread and butter, that's our focus, and that's really who we're dedicated to right now. But as we start to look forward as a company, we recognize there are a lot of other industries that are coming online, and their need to have better business intelligence and standardized data warehousing that allows for the flexibility of their business is also going to be a life or death situation. We look at industries like tools and hardware, agriculture, construction, and things that just got left behind by all these other tools. And we believe by having a vertically focused strategy now, and as we expand into other markets, is going to allow us to really start to make a difference for these businesses.